Ohio State, first of all, is not on the same level of Penn State. They're not on the same level of Michigan to start the season. Doesn't mean they won't be there at the end, but this game was indicative of that. Notre Dame is a good football team. I think they'll probably be somewhere around that top 10 by the time the season's over. 10 to 15 at the worst, whatever. Notre Dame had that game, and if their defense gets a stop on that final drive, it's a wrap. They score on that final play there with the rushing touchdown for Ohio State. They get the win. The win counts the same, but I just think when you watch the body of work of Penn State and Michigan, they're here, and Ohio State's right here. Ohio State could be up here by the time the season is done. Ryan Day has a lot to work with there. That offense hasn't been right. And when Ohio State's been at its best, the offense has been a juggernaut. So I would say that's a little bit of a concern, but man, what a fun football game. Not often do I get excited about 17-14 finals because I like a lot of scoring, but that was a fun football game to watch because it was so close the whole time.
Dude, that offense is more than a concern. But the one thing Ohio State has going for them, other than they're absurdly talented like every year, they're actually playing defense this year, which they have not done in 4 years since 2019. All right, I did my recon. Let me get through it, and then we can go speedily through some of the other games. All right, number 6, Ohio State, 17, Notre Dame, number 9, 14. All right, Ohio State, it was a whopping 3-0 at halftime. I felt like I was watching a highly entertaining and really boring football/soccer game. Okay, 10-0. They took the lead, and at that point, I'm like, man, I don't know if Notre Dame's even going to score. Notre Dame scores 14 unanswered, goes up 14-10 with 8:22 left in the fourth quarter. Sam Hartman throws a 2-yard touchdown pass to Rico Flores Jr., giving the Irish the lead. The very next drive, Notre Dame's defense, and there wasn't a whole lot of time left after this, maybe 4 minutes, gets a 4th down stop on their 11-yard line, and I'm thinking, it's a wrap. Ohio State's offense ain't exactly blowing the roof off the joint. They got to stop Notre Dame, then they got to go the length of the field. Notre Dame's got it. All right, now on the Buckeyes' last scoring drive, they converted a 3rd and 19, and right before that, this drives me nuts. It's a defensive line. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to rush 3. And then what do you know? They give up the first down on 3rd and 19 down to their own 1-yard line. Go the Buckeyes. Okay, I hate when teams do that.
Me too.
I literally said it right before the ball was crazy. Snapped.
Just play your normal defense, be aggressive, and end the game.
Yep. And then, so that put the ball near the Irish's goal line. Oh, I should mention, earlier in the drive, I actually gained a lot of respect for Kyle McCord in this particular drive because you convert that 3rd and 19. They also converted a 4th and 7, okay? And then the last 2 plays of the game, so that was big on McCord's part, but the last 2 plays of the game, Notre Dame screwed the pooch. They only had 10 players on the field. They were short a defensive lineman, okay? And they still almost stopped Ohio State's go-ahead touchdown run. Now, Irish head coach Marcus Freeman after the game, he said they saw they were a man short. They were going to run another guy on the field, but he told the player to stay since he didn't have any timeouts left, and he didn't want a penalty to give the Buckeyes a free down and or move the ball, which was on the 1-yard line, to the half-yard line, okay, and move it any closer. And so you could say Ohio State won this. I would say Notre Dame blew it. Either way, I did gain respect for Kyle McCord throughout that drive.